I think I'm live. Hopefully I am. But anyway, welcome everyone to uh HT Endurance. We are currently four completed laps into this race. We missed the start, or the stream will have missed the start. However, basically what happened was Dom got the whole shot, then lost it. I think fell back to P3 or P4, and is now moved back up into first place, but not before Kamenize charges through, gets that block pass on no lumbar support. Currently, if Dom hasn't raced much in this series, but of course it's Dom, so every race that he has attended has been pretty golden for him. But Camonized, this is a do or a die race for Camonized, in this commentator's opinion. If he needs to win this race, but this guy, Nuked Ice Cream, cannot keep cracking off podiums in this series because he's currently, I believe, leading, but no lumbar support. While I'm sure he does respect the championship, he's a racer. He's not going to let Cam just run away with this. So he will absolutely challenge Cam back for that position. This is Cam's series to lose. Or, well, I guess technically it's Nuke's series to lose. Okay, I'm not a good commentator. Cam has a bad run on the whoops, so no lumbar support's gonna get past him. Cam, though, better run over that tabletop. So he's not out of the fight yet. It looks like Nuked Ice Cream has lost a little bit of time to them over the course of that lap. I don't think he was that close just about 30 seconds ago, so he has lost time. Probably made a mistake, probably even caught it on camera, but dismissed it. So Soda Pop, no lumbar support, or Dominic, has moved back into P1. Kamenize not letting him go. Both of them looking really smooth. So Nuked Ice Cream rounds out your podium. Hopefully we don't lose an important thing. Okay, we didn't lose an important thing, so Cam is gonna case this, lose a little bit of time, but that section's pretty free, so he'll be okay. So back in P4, we have Kitty Brendan, who actually had a good start and was leading the race shortly after Dom's initial mistakes. He got a really good run on Dom, got a block pass in this berm right here where Elite MKB has fallen behind, and moved himself up into P1. Not many racers can say that they block past no lumbar support. I'm going to check the stream quality here, just make sure that everything is okay. Give me one moment. I'll get you guys back into the action here soon. I just want to make sure that the stream's okay. It's been a while since I've streamed from this PC. Looks like someone went down there. Not exactly sure who. Let's see. Let's find out where the leaders are. The leaders are a mile ahead. Looks like Nuked Ice Cream is taking his Joker early. I don't like that Joker out of Nuked Ice Cream. That could potentially hurt him. He needs to take it again, most likely, because he doesn't want to catch Thomas. He doesn't want to be battling Thomas here. So not a huge fan of that, but lumbar support is... The gap's about the same since Cam's mistake in this section on the previous lap. So no changes in the deltas between P1 and P2. Cam is going to be waiting on Dom to make a mistake, surely. Dom is a very, very fast racer, and the only way Cam reaches him is by being more consistent, not casing that step down like we just saw him do, being able to capitalize on Dom making a mistake. Basically, all Dom is looking for, the keys to his race is just, he's out front, he's got the gap, just be consistent. But now Nuked, Solid is actually caught up a lot. I don't, well, commentator's curse, down goes Sully. So Nuke doesn't have to fight Sully, so his Joker ends up being pretty free. Thomas has looked pretty good in the On the Fly series. I believe he won on the fly. No, it was Nuked Ice Cream that won on the fly. Cam and Thomas were potentially in the running for it. They weren't able to do it. But anyway, so now Cam is being chased down by Nuked Ice Cream. Nuke gets a much cleaner run through that rhythm section. He's barreling down on Cam, slowly closing that gap. So we do have an official fight for P2 here as Cam squirrely at the end of that rhythm section. That's going to be great for Nuked Ice Cream, who's going to opt for, I believe this is a slightly slower line, but being able to create that separation from Cam, who has made a couple mistakes in that rhythm section as he makes another one there, but Nuked Ice Cream also making a mistake. Finish my sentence before I comment on that. Thomas could potentially case the step down. No, he's good. So Nuked Ice Cream, about equal runs through that whip section. So now he's once again battling for sole lead in that Joker decision. If Nuke can't be consistent, that decision for an early Joker could come and haunt him, but he's going to have a run up. Solei's inside. He backs off instead of challenging for the spot. I'm not trying to be an official commentator here. I'm really just a racer commenting on the race. I think Nuke should have challenged for that. This is championship implications. He can't really afford Cam and I's placing higher than him. Endurance points are harder than traditional motocross. Okay, so Nuke is gonna opt for another Joker. That's fine. He has more than enough space to do it at this point. But he did lose a little bit of undue time to Thomas, which could potentially hurt him. Cam has made many mistakes, as we see the leader here, no lumbar support, now clocking in his characteristic laps. Going to be very consistent out of him this time forward. Dom sometimes makes some mistakes early, but is able to rectify them over the course of the race as he becomes adjusted to the environment, racing conditions. Servers can sometimes give you slightly different responses, and the fastest guys in Halotrax our league can be pretty sensitive to those changes at times, whether they realize it or not. But it looks like Dom has made the adjustments that he needs, and he is rocking and rolling. Cam now needs to fend off Soli. This could be a Season 9, Season 10 battle here from HD Supercross, as those two have a lot of history together. Thomas getting an acceptable run on the whoops. It keeps him in the running with Cam. If he can land this double, though, that'll be worth a lot of time, which he does. He gets more distance on that than Cam. Slightly rougher landing, though. Cam opting for his Joker early. I do think that this is not a good idea for Cam. I think the leaders out front should be trying to pull away and then take their Jokers. It's important that if you're out front that you don't take your Joker and emerge back into traffic. So Dom will surely be looking at extending his Jokers as late into the race as possible, which is advised. But Cam and Nuked Ice Cream both taking them early. Nuked may have taken his last Joker. I'm not sure if that gap suggests that he did. So Nuke tentatively has taken 2, potentially has 3. You need to take 3 Jokers here. 3 Jokers in this series to satisfy the conditions. If you don't, it's a pretty fat penalty. So the risk for Cam now, as we continue to focus on stuff up front, we will take a look at what's happening in the back. But just to give kind of the state of the race for Cam, since he did take that early Joker, if he battles with Sully, while Dom is currently fairly checked out, Dom's not necessarily, he hasn't ran away with it as he's getting past his first lap rider of the day. That's Priest of Siren, also known as Emo Skater, who is a prominent GP racer. So Dom able to get by him cleanly. If Dom makes a huge mistake, one that results in a dismount or anything proportionate to that time loss, some monitor flies in front of me now, then Cam may not be able to capitalize on that if he's battling Nuked or Thomas. And it looks like Cam's making a little bit too many mistakes as well, as now Nuked has caught him following Cam's second Joker. Cam for sure has only 2 Jokers, so I think if Cam has Joker and the fight's this close, then Nuked has taken 2. We can take that as a soft what's the word? Affirmation. Nuked almost died. Wouldn't have been good for his race either. So we do have a fight for, this is currently P3, Thomas P2, and no lumbar support way up there in P1. These guys just need to not make mistakes. Cam made a mistake. All right. But he's going to get the spot back. He gets the inside run. And the commentator's curse is real, dude. I swear. Like, every single time myself, Deacon, Opix, Dink, Brendan even, like, are saying something, like, something happens. But anyway, got nuked on the inside here. Doesn't get a great landing on that triple, so his run is going to be stymied. He's not going to get a lot of momentum out of that corner. Cam maintaining inside over the next 2 corners, but nuked with a great run So Cam is going to have to take this alternate line on the right side now, which is usually more. Nope, he's not. Nuke got a poor landing. Cam was able to capitalize on that, and I'm going to say capitalize like a million times. I swear to God. Um, but Cam going inside, which is a slower line. He risked casing the step up now, which he doesn't. He did earlier, or Nuke did earlier. Someone did earlier. That whip section is squirrely, by the way. That thing's gnarly. You can flip at the end of that if you have too much rotation in the fronts when you're exiting that. So you have to be really on top of what the suspension is doing, because if you come out of these like rolling whoops, the ones that not these whoops, but the ones to the left of the screener, can really mess up your day. So nuked ice cream potentially going that believe it or not, that's actually a pass opportunity. If Nuke can get a good landing there and Cam does not get a good landing, like if he bottoms out and completely stalls, that's a passing opportunity for Nuked on the inside if he can get a clean run. But otherwise, it is a nice way to separate the field. But if I'm Nuked ice cream, honestly, with the amount of mistakes that Cam is making, I think that he can afford to push it a little bit. It could be the case that Cam rectifies those mistakes and like stops making them, much in the same respect that No Lumbar Support is currently doing, who knows where he is. He is gone. We're not looking at him right now. We're checking out this battle. Nuke has a much faster line in the uphill. He's carrying more speed around that corner. Cam is anticipating a bog and letting off early. Nuke with a much better run on the outside, but it's a 90-degree right-hand turn, so he's not going to have a good run. He's not going to have any agency in that corner, and he's going to need to cede some track position to Cam. But it's all good for him. They're both still in the fight here. Hopefully the stream is still okay. Hopefully I am streaming, right? Yeah, okay, I am streaming. Okay, good. So Nuke it looks like he's just opting for safer lines here. He wants to make sure he gets this double every time, which is fine. I have no commenter, peanut gallery guy currently streaming should be racing and not commentating. Sticking to what I'm good at. Does not think that that's a bad idea. Cool, so they both get by Elite. Elite lets them both by. Cam and Elite had a controversial run-in in the last on the Fly Series race, but such is racing, as is life. Put it behind you, move forward. So both of these competitors remain respectful of one another, which is what you love to see. So Cam now doing more of what Newt was doing up top. That's going to be good for him. Hopefully that doesn't get clipped. I realize what I said. And for anyone watching the stream or the VOD, shameless plug, we are affiliated with G Fuel. That's a Halotrax affiliation with G Fuel. If you want to pick up some G Fuel for your next race, this is not a sponsorship, but rather an affiliate offer. Go ahead to halotrax.org/G Fuel. And there should be a 15% discount right now. I'm not exactly sure. If you want to check the discounts, sign up on our Discord, discord.gg/halotrax, and we have an affiliate section there that displays any discounts that are currently available for G Fuel. I believe that there's a recurring 15% discount code, but I'm not exactly sure. I've been out of the loop after flying back from Korea. Looks like we have a battle back here between Emo and Brendan. No, that's not a battle for position. Brendan should be a lap ahead. Yes, he is. So Hatter is let's focus on Hatter for a second, actually. This guy had the fastest lap by a 10th in the sprint race that we missed, as commentator's curse causes him to spin out. So he has a lot of pace. He has a lot of pace. And if he got a better start, which is pretty rough because unfortunately, the amount of respect Hatter gets on the track for various reasons isn't always there, so it's pretty tough for him to get good starts. But he has pace. However, I have been told that his line is very difficult. So he's running a potentially very fast line, but one that's very difficult. As I think we saw Brendan case, which we did. Yes. Okay, let's find no lumbar support. So that's Sullied. So no lumbar support is probably, where is this? He is gone. Sully likely has taken his jokers. No chance that no lumbar support is taking his jokers, as he's going to be getting past one of his teammates paid to drive. Dom's not in any risk in this race unless he flips and dismounts like, I don't know, like 2 times, maybe 3 times. With the pace that he has and the consistency that he has and the experience he has leading a race and managing it, I don't see Dom losing this race. So we can more or less consider him checked out. As the closest person to him, pre-Jokers, we don't know exactly who's taken Jokers or when, is Sully P2, who is, what, like 4 sections behind? Dom here, 1, 2, 3, yeah, so 4 sections behind. As Sully is rounding out the corner after the step down, looking for a good whoop run. Doesn't quite get it, but that's fine. As long as Sully can remain consistent, I don't think that he's at risk of losing a podium, depending on what's happened to Cam. Where is Cam? Let's find Cam. Oh, there's Cam. So Cam, actually, if Sully hasn't taken all of his jokers, he's going to lose the position to Cam. Provided Cam has taken all 3. If Cam hasn't taken all 3, then yeah, like who knows? The Joker situation is just an unknown, chat. We have no idea. We're just gonna have to call this on the fly, as it were. But Cam is looking to chase down Sully. Let's see if we can find some battles on the track. So we have, this is surely about to be a fight between Hatter is Mad and Jake. Jake wasn't on our screen the last time we focused on Hatter is Mad, so it looks like Hatter has gained time, or Jake has lost time. Semantics, Hatter is closing in on Cat to Be Kidding Me. So this will be an interesting battle to watch as we find out how these 2 racers respect each other's track position. Let's see what unfolds, chat. Every time. The commentator curse every single time. So I do have a little bit of experience on this track. You need to watch a double bog here. You can potentially do this step down right here without bogging, but it's really risky because you're riding the edge of the gear already. It just shifts into second and you don't have a lot of time torqued out in second gear. So if you don't get a good arc in that corner, it can cause you to bog. If you're not carrying enough speed into that corner and then like getting a good arc into and out of it, you can double bog, which is exactly what happened to Hatter. So Hatter not taking a joker, Jake is taking a joker, so Jake will temporarily lose a position to Hatter is Mad. Jokers will need to be resolved to determine whether Hatter actually permanently gains that position or not, as we see Elite going down, who's getting lapped by Popular, and he and Emo are currently fighting for positions. So Eddie, in between 2 of his teammates right now, not fighting these guys. Eddie, I actually don't know where Eddie is on track in terms of his position, but Eddie is somewhere as he's looking to pass his teammate, Priest of Sirens, opting to go to the inside, so he'll likely have called the blue flag. Honk's going around, Priest of Sirens, Emo's going to give him room, and Popular goes by. As he gets squirrely at the end, holds on to it. I did not make any mistakes. So this battle for P3, or P2, is slowly building up, as Cam has not lost sight of Thomas. And Nuked has not lost sight of Cam. You can tell because of the way it is, and you can see Cam at the end of the rhythm section when we go into the Nuke POV. Nuke very fast, currently leading the series, I think. Not exactly sure. Again, this isn't meant to be good commentary. I'm kind of doing this just for the memes. I don't even have the Halo audio. Hold on. Which is probably a good thing, because you guys can't hear the annoying Forge audio, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Alright, cool. So, have I missed any chats? Let's find out. Currently streaming, that's fine. Don't care. Haven't dropped any frames. Alright, we're Gucci. I think my internet got an upgrade while I was gone in Korea. The connection has been more consistent. Oh, so Thomas not gonna get a good run there. Cam getting an amazing run. All of a sudden, he is gonna fight for this P2 spot. I'm burping right now, chat. neck and neck going into the Supercross triple. Cam's gonna have that inside. Thomas is forced to respect, but he cuts down early, so keeps that position. But Cam has the next two corners on the inside, which Thomas needs to balance out by getting a great run on the left side of that section there, which he does. So now Sully's job is to try to close off Cam from doing that, but you're not able to with that line. The lines don't balance out at that point, so Cam being able to start that on the right was advantageous for him as he moves into P2, but it is not over yet as both of these drivers have to navigate the whoop section. Thomas with the mistake. Now he has Nuked Ice Cream there, who he cedes the position to. So Nuked Ice Cream moves into P3 now, and now he's looking at chasing down Cam. Endurance points are pretty rough. In Supercross and Formula M and other leagues, P1 nets you 25 points, P2 is 22 points. So point being that there is a delta, a larger than 1 point delta between each position. Endurance doesn't have that. It's a maximum of 16 points for a win, which is the lobby size. So the points are only separated by 1. And you also get points for the sprint as well as half points. So if you win the sprint, you get 8 points. If you get P2, you get 7.5 points. So the points can be pretty rough. And currently, I think Nuked is leading by 4 points. It's either 4 or 6 points. It's not greater than 6 points. If this battle like quiets down a little bit and Nuke loses sight of Cam, then I will check it for you. It's between 4 and 6 points. So Nuke finishing one position behind Cam isn't the end of the world, but it does still mean that Cam, unless there's like a mathematical certainty that Cam can't win if he overwrites a position based off of Nuke overwriting one here, they're both going to overwrite poor finishes, surely. It's just by how much. They both have drop races. I think it's best 10 out of 12 count in endurance. I think it may be more, maybe less. I'm not exactly up to breast with the points for endurance and like the drop races and stuff with the overall like league format, which is an indictment on myself. I should know, but I don't. The tracks are really fun. It's a great series. I love long races, so oh, we have a mongoose on the track just chilling there. I'm gonna go move that just in case it causes any issues. And we're gonna try not to interfere with the race while we do. So keep an eye on where everyone is. Looks like it's more or less clear. Okay. Now we will go back, not interfere with anybody's race, and hopefully everyone is happy. So looking at a motion tracker here, make sure no one's traversing the finish line. Looks like everything's okay. All right, we have removed the obstacle. We've done our job. Don't want anyone running into that. Not exactly sure why that's even there. Somebody quit? I don't even know. Anyway, so we have, this is a fight between Hatter's Matt and Brendan, likely the result of Jokers, and beneath them is no lumbar support lapping Emo once more, so Emo will go 2 laps down. Dom has already lapped him 1 time, so once he gets by him again, Emo will be 2 laps down. Dom's probably looking at taking his Jokers at any minute now. He's also lapped Elite twice. He's going to power around Emo Skater, or Priest of Siring says he's named in this lobby. Emo not landing on Dom to the betterment of his own race wouldn't really affect Dom at this point. Dom is absolutely checked out. There's no way he falters in this race, I don't think, unless, I mean, Nuked and Cam aren't that far behind. If Dom hasn't taken all of his Jokers, he could emerge not. So where is Dom? Dom is Oh no, never mind. He's gone. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. So Dom is gone. The Joker is slow. I think it adds like 5 or 6 seconds to the lap at least. Uh, but he's gone. He's like 20 seconds ahead right now. So yeah, Dom will emerge like anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds ahead of Cam and Nuke once he starts taking his jokers. But this is the battle to watch. It has championship implications. Both riders are really fast, so this is the entertaining one. As Nuke trying to chase down Cam, he has closed the gap for sure since we last looked. Since we moved the Mongoose, he has closed the gap. So Nuked Ice Cream is looking faster on the track for the moment, but the race is only 14 minutes left. That's not a lot of time. It's less time than you think it is, considering the race is 40 minutes long, and this is the amount of time it's taken Nuked Ice Cream to get this close to Cam. We don't know what the Joker situation is. Have no idea if Cam has taken 2 or 3. Have no idea if Nuke has taken 2 or 3. It could be possible that they've taken all of them, in which case that 14 minutes is an even shorter amount of time if you nuked Ice Cream. He needs to start clocking in these laps. I do like his line where he prefers. Sorry, I had a really rough night last night, chat. I got way too much. I slept in too late. But anyway, I do like Nuke's preference over the tabletop tumble before the finish line, making sure that he's not casing. I think that that will have a longer term benefit than the potential prospect of being able to cheese or cheat that double. As Nuke Ice Cream, he just looks smoother. His rhythm sections right now, he just looks a lot smoother in them. He's gaining more consistent time per each landing than Cam is. Cam is not carrying as much speed from end to end in all of these sections, and Nuked is just keeping the suspension a lot more stable. As you see there at the end of the whoop section, as they come together, okay, that's actually really good for Cam's race though. Like being able to take out Nuked legally is actually really good for Cam's race. So Nuked Ice Cream with a great run, but gets punished because Cam unfortunately does not. And that's a 90-degree corner, so they come together just at a really unfortunate time for Nuked Ice Cream. There's not many ways around that for Nuked. He could potentially see if Cam is set up for making a mistake. Though I personally didn't see it. I think Cam just got too much rotation, like over the front end on the exit of the whoops, and Mongoose just spun out and he stalled. And that's a full stall too. That's a very big stall. So Nuked Ice Cream now with a section difference between him and Camonized. As we zoom out here, you can see it's about a section difference. So that is an enormous thing to traverse if you're Nuked Ice Cream, trying to stop Cam from getting as many points as possible. I mean, that's probably generally true in any series if you're a competitor, but Cam being able to get rid of, I think his lowest finish being counted right now is an 18 pointer. So being able to replace an 18 pointer with whatever this result is, it's likely P2. Let me see what the sprint results were. Give me a second. I can give you some information. So yes, Cam would get a P2 overall and we get 22 points. So he could replace an 18, potentially an 18 with 22, and Nuked would replace it with, so it would be a 22.5, right? Because it's 16 points for this, and then no, not 16. It's 15 points for this, and then 7.5. So yeah, it would be a 22.5 is what he would replace it with. Nuked Ice Cream. He got P3 in the sprint, so he would be replacing it with a 21 if he finishes in P3 right now, or a 20 or whatever. So yeah, those are very good points for Cam. In fact, it's a what is it? 13. It's 13 points. No, it's 14. Yeah, so it would be 20. So this would be a 2.5 point closure to Nuked Ice Cream in the championship point, which I'm just gonna check that. I'm just gonna check the endurance points for you guys because it actually is a pretty interesting championship battle. So right now, Nuked is 3.5 points ahead. So this means that Cam uh getting 2 more points on Nuked Ice Cream. I mean, oh, this is the finale. Well, wait, this is the finale. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, this is the finale. So Nuked has effectively won the championship. If he just finishes where it does not matter where Nuked finishes. Nuked no, he didn't take a Joker. I think he made a mistake. So Nuked is currently poised to be the championship unless Cam makes an enormous fucking mistake here. Sorry for swearing. Unless Cam makes an enormous mistake here, Nuked Ice Cream is 100% going to be the champion of season 4, season 3. I don't even know. He's going to be the next champion of HT Endurance, which will be his second or third. I think it's his second HT Endurance championship. He's for sure gotten one. So this is a championship ride out of here. But Cam potentially closing out the series with a very strong finish, a more characteristic finish than what he's capable of than some of his races this year. So honestly, good for both of them. It's good to see Cam closing out strong. I mean, battling against like no lumbar support for like an overall win is a pretty tall ask. Dom is just an incredible driver, and he's gone. I don't even know where he is. He is probably pretty close to the finish line if I had to guess. No idea. Where's Cam? I don't even know where Cam is. I've lost every single person. Oh, yeah, there's no lumbar support. Who he's going to be passing. This is Brendan. So this is a very interesting blue flag because at one point in time Brendan was actually in P1, but both of these guys going down. Dom is gonna try a sketchy pass as he actually gets through both of them. So a pretty amazing blue flag from Dom's perspective. Everyone gets through safely. Oh, but Dom has to take a Joker. He needs to take all of these by 5 minutes. Though I'm not sure even with the penalty for not taking the Joker. I think it's the length of the Joker times 2 plus a flat thing is Dom cases the triple, but gives up time before coming back onto the track. So I'm going to say that that's a valid, safe rejoin. Semi-series anyway. Not my job to judge, but this racer's opinion has no problem with that, so that's totally fine. So Dom takes his first Joker. Let's keep an eye on him here. Just to see if he has to take 2 more, because with this lap time, I think it's a 75 to 77 second lap time, depending on how cleanly you run. He doesn't have much time, and he has to complete all of them by 5 minutes, I believe. So if that's Dom's first Joker, I think he's already staring down the barrel of getting a penalty. So hopefully that's his second. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on him. Should roughly be able to guess when he's expected to enter the Joker so we can stop watching him and go back to the fight between Nuked Ice Cream or Cam or see what else is unfolding on the track. Is Paid to Drive and Brendan, I don't think these guys are going to be on the same lap. Paid to Drive is, where is this guy? Can't even see him. Where's Paid to, oh, there he is. Lap 28 and Brendan is on lap 29. Yeah, so they're not even battling. Dom not taking his Joker here. So he may have already taken all 3. We'll check back with him in about a minute to see what's going on there. As we'll try to find Cam and Ice and Nuked Ice Cream. So Cam is very far back. Nuked Ice Cream considerably far back from Cam. He's going to be about a section and a half. Yeah, like about a section and a half when all things are said and done. From Cam and Ice, who's on the bottom center of your screen, and Cam on the top center of your screen. And a fight down low between Elite and Hatter. That's Hatter most likely getting by Elite, so not many battles going up. We probably missed a lot here, focusing on this fight. Paid to Drive going down after the whoop section. Cat to Be Kidding Me, who was close to Hatter at one point in time, but now there's some separation between those guys. So nothing happening there. Track looks pretty stagnant right now. Doesn't look like anyone is too close to one another. Emo going down, struggling to get back onto the track. Unfortunate for him that we caught that on camera. As now Solid is going to be looking to blue flag him. Does he get through safely? He does. little sketchy is when Emo cased that. He started popping up into the left a little bit, so kind of a pucker moment for Thomas. Zemo gets by him. These guys are just racing each other now. I mean, they're not really driving for anything. So if I'm Emo, go for that block pass. Yeah, there you go. We love seeing that. Give him the business, Emo Skater. There you go. As now Thomas block passes him into the whoop section, which ends up working out better for Emo. So we do have a battle here. Emo goes down, Thomas goes by. Thomas will most likely escape at this point. But a nice battle on track as Emo shows him the nose, actually, so he's not through with this yet. These guys are not on the same lap. I think Emo has been lapped twice, but Emo's most likely going to case this triple, which he does. So Thomas now runs away, and the most entertaining moment of this race is over. Now we have Kitty landing that, going across the finish line. No one in the Joker lane right now. Eddie's most likely taken all of his. Let's try to find Nuked Ice Cream. There he is. Found him instantly. Lucky guess. So Nuked finishing where he is right now. Actually, I think he can finish all the way down to P5 and be okay. He would win the series by half a point if he finishes in P5. This guy's looking all right. He just won on the fly. Looks like he's on course to winning HC Endurance as well. He's running clean. No lumbar support is probably going to be directly behind us on the step up. I'm amazing at my job, actually. Never mind. Okay, I was born to be a commentator. My race awareness is legitimately 100 at this point. So Dom with only 3 minutes to go. I'm assuming he's taken all of his jokers. We'll see if he takes another one at the end here. If he does, chat, we're not gonna rat him out, okay? Like we're just gonna let the officials figure that one out, all right? We're not gonna be rats. It wouldn't matter if Cam got the win anyway. It wouldn't matter if Dom honestly, it doesn't matter where Dom finishes in this race. It makes no difference. So with 3 minutes to go, Dom not entering the Joker lane, so he's presumably good. Not taking any Jokers. Brendan, who he lapped earlier, is not let him out of his sights, which I think might actually mean something. But we're not going to be rats. All right, so no lumbar support. P1. And what else we got? We got Cats Be Kidding Me over here and Elite MKB. Those guys are not fighting for position. Over here on the other side of the track, we have Popular, who is the next position up from Cat to Be Kidding Me. That's probably P5 if I had to guess. We have Sullied P something. Sullied, I think P4, which the next driver... Oh, Hatter might be P5, actually. Hatter could potentially be P5. So that means that Eddie would be P6. As no lumbar support gets around Elite again. So Elite has been lapped Elite has been lapped 3 times. As we double check that. No lumbar support, just bringing it home. He's gonna have 2 more laps left in this race, so ending on 36. I believe it's a 70-second lap time, so he'll have 3 more laps to go. This one plus 1 more, and then the white flag. And then Dom will emerge your winner for this race. Brendan actually driving pretty well. I'm liking the way Brendan is driving right now. He's not really letting Dom out of his sights. Dom is pacing faster laps, so Brendan is being pretty consistent. So this is actually a good drive from him. And I like what I'm seeing is we have Elite there, so that's not Nuked Ice Cream. Chem as P2 squarely locked away. That followed a mistake that he made in the roller section, which Nuked Ice Cream got caught up in, and it looks like Nuked has either hit one of his last jokers, or he had a pretty catastrophic mistake. 1 minute remaining, so Dom will cross this lap, do 1 more lap, and then another. And that will be the end of this race, which let's try to find Dom. So Dom slowly closing in, or probably rapidly closing in on Cat to Be Kidding Me, if we're being honest. That's an okay run through the whoops. It's not bad. He's going to be set up well for the tabletop. Good trajectory into it. I can't speak. Yep. So Dom will finish this lap, and then he will have one more, and the race will be over. So we're ending on 37. I think earlier I said 36. We're ending on 37. Cool. So yeah, P1 is locked away. Still liking that Brendan hasn't let Dom out of his sights. He's still there. It's not a fight for position, but I mean Brendan's doing he's doing very well. Okay, so Cam closing in on Elite. Elite's gonna move off the track to give Cam space. That's good. That's sportsmanlike from both of them. We like seeing that. That's great. Nuked Ice Cream is over a section down, so he's probably just memeing at this point. He's got the series in the bag. He's the champion. He's a two-time endurance champion. The most championships in this series that I believe anyone has been awarded or has earned, I should say. No risk for Nuked in here as he goes down again. He's absolutely crumbling here, and I hope Pay to Drive takes him out. Wrecking is allowed. Pay to Drive getting back past Nuked Ice Cream as we see the better driver overtake. Dom starting the final lap, white flag, ending on 37. Nuked Ice Cream attempting to get past Pay to Drive here. We'll see if your current HT Endurance champion has the skill to get past one of our newest drivers. That is not to disparage Pay to Drive. I am absolutely saying that to talk smack on Nuked Ice Cream because he cannot get past Pay to Drive again. As he looks to the outside, he is going to get past Pay to Drive again. Pay to Drive going on the outside, leaving him just enough space. Tracks out a little bit, gives Nuked enough space. Nuked, I don't know if he thinks it's the final lap. You gotta keep going, buddy. You gotta keep going. It's not the final lap. You have to keep going. That's not... I saw that. We're gonna go on board with Nuked Ice Cream as he does whatever that is. I hope that I'm in his camera, in his POV right now for trying that shit. As he thought it was the end of the race and he starts to pull over. But also no lumbar support I think is finishing the race now. Yeah, he is. So no lumbar support gets the win, whips it over the finish line. Let's go back to Camonized as he finishes strongly in this race with a great P2, great drive from Camonized. He's coming out of the whoop section here. Almost goes off at the tabletop, but that is all right. So Camonized gets P2. Let's not run into that guy in the rhythm section. And Nuked Ice Cream will be rounding the finish line shortly. Where is he? He's all the way back here. Nuked Ice Cream is going to take the dub as he goes down over this. What a classic finish from Nuked Ice Cream. Your season 3 or 4 HT Endurance champion. Excellent. Let's hop into the chat and see what the boys have to say.
All right, so Jeff, what happened
Nuked,
on the
why do you
last lap
suck?
there? So Jeff, are you talking about the last lap or the rest of the race?
Did you think that the race was over?
No, so what happened is I went to adjust my hand and the mouse went to the right, and so my camera went to the right.
You're behind.
Oh, gotcha. That was funny. What a classic way to end too.
I mean, it didn't matter.
Tell me when I can next game.
Yeah. You're good whenever.
But
this was the finale, right?
No, there's one more.
As soon as I had the disaster.
He's on the most forged track of the season.
Once I had the disaster lap, I just kind of dropped anchor and mental and just kind of gave up.
Well, I feel stupid because I checked the leaderboards in the race and saw that there were points in the column for this.
Oh, yeah, there's points from the sprint.
I'm like, oh, this is the finale because like I saw points in there. So I was wrong and I apologize to everyone in chat. I'm currently still streaming. So, yeah, just ignore every single thing I said in the stream about the state of affairs regarding the championship.
Is it well, Jeff, it might be over still.
Oh, it might.
I just
Are
now need to do.
you sure? Because Cam
Need to
closed
do
Cam
math.
2.5
gets
on you.
24. He still gets it. There's like he has a point and a half.
Yeah.
If he gets 22.5, I win. So he needs 23, which is
He got 22.5 this race, I believe. It's
he needs
15.
to win one of the motos and second in the other.
Yeah. Oh, my dad's calling me. Right back.
I got giga shit spiked into the wall by him by accident.
Slowly killed me.
But it basically
I
ended
It didn't
did.
matter
it
though. It
basically
didn't matter. It
Killed
ended
didn't
my
matter.
myself
race.
too.
It didn't matter.
You know what's crazy though? At one point, like not too far into the race, I actually started like I gained back on Nuked and Cam, and I was like, damn. I was like, if I was pacing like early and I was right on Cam, that could have been cool. But no.
If B Short didn't kill me the second time, I definitely would have came out ahead of Jake, and I think we probably would have battled. But it is what it is.
God damn, dude.